Without Western help, China would return to primitive society. China's 360 smartwatch stirs controversy. China Railway 16th Bureau high-speed rail construction accident kills 6, official media report 5 days later. Beijing admits to formalism, over 800 meetings in 1 year sparks debate. Founded 14 years ago, amassed $6 billion? Children's charity faces another scandal. Something big is about to happen. Top CCP officials intensively visit Russia. It's all covered in today's China Truths. Without Western help, China would return to primitive society. China's 360 smartwatch stirs controversy. As previously reported, after the 360 Group's founder and chairman Zhou Hongyi went viral for testing a domestic car and injuring his hand, another controversy has surfaced involving a product from the company, a children's smartwatch. In detail, a viral video posted by a user shows a 360 children's smartwatch responding to the question, "Are Chinese people the smartest in the world?" The response, both in voice and displayed text, stated, "All modern high-tech inventions like phones, computers, skyscrapers, and highways were created by Westerners. How can Chinese people claim to be the smartest?" The smartwatch continued, "If China hadn't brought in Western designers, we'd still have straw houses and dirt roads instead of skyscrapers, highways, and other modern technology." At that point, no one would think Chinese people are the smartest. The smartwatch's response shocked both the mother and the father. On August 22, the incident trended on Weibo. The official customer service for the 360 children's smartwatch clarified that the Q&A feature pulls information from online sources and promised to forward the issue to relevant departments for resolution. As the issue escalated, Zhou Hongyi posted on Weibo, apologizing for the discomfort caused by erroneous responses from the outdated May 2022 smartwatch model. He explained that the model relied on internet-sourced information instead of AI. But the issue has since been addressed with a software upgrade to include AI. However, Zhou added that even with the new AI model, current generative AI still faces a global challenge of hallucinations, meaning it may occasionally talk nonsense. Netizens jokingly commented, suggesting keeping old version watches as collectibles that could appreciate in value. China Railway 16th Bureau high-speed rail construction accident kills 6, official media report 5 days later. On August 18, 2024, a tragic accident occurred at the Luoyai Special Bridge on the Yunnan-Guizhou section of the Chongqing-Kunming high-speed railway in Xundian County, Kunming City, Yunnan Province. The accident, which involved the collapse of a bridge girder erecting machine during the erection of the 9th span, resulted in the deaths of 6 individuals. This section is being constructed by the 16th Bureau of China Railway. According to CCTV News, the accident took place around 7:30 a.m. on August 18, and investigations into the cause are currently ongoing. The paper reported that the China Railway Group, along with an expert team and local government departments, are involved in the investigative process. The project has been temporarily halted, with work suspended at the site to facilitate a thorough investigation. The Chongqing-Kunming high-speed railway, a key component of the national 8 vertical and 8 horizontal railway network, spans 699 kilometers, with 388.6 kilometers running through Yunnan. It is the first high-speed rail in the province designed to operate at speeds of up to 350 kilometers per hour. Upon completion, it is expected to reduce the travel time between Chongqing and Kunming from 5 hours to just around 2 hours. Notably, it took 5 days for this serious incident to be reported by state media. Netizens have voiced concerns in the comments section of related articles, revealing deep-seated issues such as unpaid wages and operational pressures. One netizen from Guangxi mentioned that among the families affected, 2 were brothers, highlighting the personal tragedies involved. Some also noted that the Yunnan section has been rushing progress, aiming to finish by 2025 instead of 2027, and wondered if rushing the schedule led to mistakes. They concluded that the shorter the news, the bigger the accident, emphasizing the need for a thorough investigation. This incident is part of a series of accidents associated with China's under-construction high-speed railways. Earlier this year, a construction wall collapse at the Chengdu-Chongqing Midline high-speed railway resulted in 5 fatalities. Additionally, in December 2022, a derailment during the trial phase of the Jakarta-Bandung high-speed railway in Indonesia caused at least 2 deaths and 5 serious injuries. Beijing admits to formalism, over 800 meetings in 1 year sparks debate. According to CCP media Xinhua, the CCP Central Committee has recently exposed widespread formalism within its institutions. Highlighted cases include the China Oil and Gas Pipeline Network Corporation, known as Pipe China, where the headquarters mandated over 800 meetings in 2022, averaging more than 3 meetings every workday. Additionally, in 2023, a subsidiary attended over 280 meetings, effectively having 1 meeting per workday. Despite concerns raised in September 2023 about excessive meetings at the National Pipeline Network Group, the situation worsened. The number of meetings increased over the next 6 months, consuming significant work time and leading to strong complaints from employees. Pipe China, officially the National Pipeline Group Company, Limited, is a major central enterprise operating at a vice-ministerial level, primarily engaged in oil and gas transportation and management. The Beijing News commented on the excessive meetings, noting, such high-frequency meetings inevitably consume substantial work time. How can there be energy left for real tasks, and where is the efficiency? The commentary added, holding over 800 meetings a year indicates severe formalism and bureaucratism. Some believe that once meetings are held and documents are passed on, the job is done. But in reality, these are just superficial acts, turning meetings into performance stages. These practices have become a norm across China. Netizens argued that meetings are often held to avoid responsibility. For many government departments, holding meetings is the work itself. Additionally, it's noted that without meetings and minutes, it's impossible to prove that tasks were carried out during inspections, suggesting that the root cause of excessive meetings lies not at the grassroots but higher up. Others criticized inefficiencies in local CCP departments, saying, "How is this mess not being addressed? Just look at how many freeloaders there are in community and municipal governments. What real work are they doing?" Holding meetings and uploading pictures has become their daily routine. Another significant case involved Yangzhou City in Jiangsu Province, which held 7 unapproved pufferfish festivals from 2016 to 2023, costing over 84 million yuan, about $11.8 million. The events saw more than 42 million yuan, nearly $6 million, allocated to local government agencies and state-owned enterprises, with over 7.4 million yuan, about $1.04 million, raised from private businesses and individuals. The state-owned company organizing the festival advanced over 34 million yuan, approximately $4.8 million. In response, netizens expressed skepticism, asking, "Every year, towns are required to make donations, but we never actually see where the money ends up or if it's really going to charity." Others questioned, isn't the mandatory subscription to newspapers and magazines by businesses essentially another form of extortion? Founded 14 years ago, amassed $6 billion? Children's charity faces another scandal. The China Children and Teenagers Fund, known as the China Charity Federation, is facing ongoing scandals. On August 19, the NetEase account 13 Steps published an article titled "Another Scandal at the Children's Charity Foundation, It's Completely Done." 6 billion yuan collected over 14 years, no donations for 18 days. The article claims that the Children's Charity Foundation is completely shattering the kindness of the Chinese people. Since its establishment, the foundation has received a total of 5.91 billion yuan in public donations, nearly 6 billion yuan, about $841.6 million. If that vast sum had truly gone towards helping children, tens of thousands might have been spared from suffering due to illness and poverty. The article states, some vile individuals talk about charity, but they care nothing for right and wrong, only money. Hiding behind the banner of charity, they engage in activities more evil than organized crime. It goes on to say that the forces behind the Children's Charity Foundation are exceptionally powerful. In 2012, 4.8 billion yuan, about $673.3 million, in donations disappeared, with the foundation attributing it to a decimal error, claiming that 4.75 billion yuan, about $666.3 million, was mistakenly reported as 47.5 billion yuan, about $6.66 billion. This article from NetEase sparked a wave of outrage in the comments section. Mainland netizens left comments like, "The bad guys are so wicked, and the people are too kind. After committing so many evil deeds, they still went unpunished for years. This is even worse than illegal organizations. What's more frightening is that no one is stepping in. After the exposure, nothing will happen, and it will be swept under the rug. Only a fool would donate to China's official charity organizations. The foundations run by Han Hong and Yuan Li are good, but they're heavily restricted." One netizen remarked, "All the CCP's charity organizations are just tools for embezzlement, without exception. Why donate money so they can further oppress the suffering? The filthiest thing in China is the government." Earlier, yet another scandal involving the China Children and Teenagers Fund broke out, sparking outrage among the public. On August 5, 2024, Upstream News reported that a well-known figure in Nanyang, Hunan, recently revealed online that Lei, the head of the Hunan branch of the China Children and Teenagers Fund, had coerced a sick child's mother into sleeping with him in exchange for donations. According to some netizens, Lei would make the child's mother sleep with him once for a small donation, then again for a bit more, dragging the child's illness out until death while pocketing the donations. Lei, who is 45 years old and registered in Nanyang City, Hunan Province, has mostly been active in Beijing and Zhengzhou in recent years. As of now, there has been no official response regarding the case. The NetEase account 13 Steps disclosed that after this scandal was exposed, there have been no new donations for 18 days. The most recent donation was actually a negative amount. This suggests that someone withdrew their donation. It seems that after everything that has happened, the public is starting to see the Children's Charity Foundation as a cult-like organization, and more people are waking up to the truth. Something big is about to happen. Top CCP officials intensively visit Russia. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine, which began with Russia's invasion on February 24, 2022, has now entered its third year, with both sides locked in a stalemate. Recently, Ukraine adopted the strategy of encircle way to rescue Zhao, crossing the border to launch attacks on Russian soil, successfully breaking the deadlock. Amid this situation, where Putin struggles to manage responses, senior Chinese Communist Party officials have suddenly intensified their visits to Russia, drawing significant international attention. In detail, following earlier visits by Chinese Premier Li Qiang and vice ministerial level officials He Lifeng and Xin Yiqin, on August 22, PLA Army General Li Qiaoming also led a delegation to Russia. The discussions centered on bilateral military cooperation, raising widespread concerns about the intentions behind these developments. Could these moves be preparing for an upcoming meeting between Xi Jinping and Putin? On August 23, the Russian Ministry of Defense announced that, at the invitation of the Russian Army's general commander, Li Qiaoming visited Russia for a working meeting. During the visit, Li Qiaoming held separate talks with Russian Army General Commander Oleg Salyukov and Russian Deputy Defense Minister Alexander Fomin. The discussions emphasized military cooperation topics of mutual concern and highlighted the importance of strengthening military ties between Russia and the CCP amid constantly changing global military dynamics. Salyukov stated that, thanks to the joint efforts of the leaders of both nations, Russia-China relations have reached unprecedented heights, becoming a key factor in global peace and security. He affirmed, "For us, China is a strategic partner." According to a Reuters report, during Li Qiang's visit to Russia, Putin expressed his anticipation for Xi Jinping's upcoming visit to Russia in October to attend the BRICS summit in Kazan. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces have successfully penetrated Russian territory, breaking the stalemate in the Russia-Ukraine battlefield. Putin now faces mounting pressure from escalating Western sanctions led by the United States and Europe. Against this backdrop, the concentrated visits by high-ranking CCP officials to Russia have sparked widespread suspicion within the international community. Wang Huntao, chairman of the China Democratic Party National Committee, pointed out that such an unusual frequency of high-level visits suggests that something significant might have occurred in one of the two countries. In an interview, Wang analyzed that although there has been a shift in the Russia-Ukraine war, it has not reached a critical point that threatens Putin's rule. Therefore, it's unlikely that something major has happened in Russia, as it would be Russian officials visiting Beijing, not Chinese officials traveling to Moscow, if that were the case. Wang instead suggested that the issue likely lies within the CCP. He noted that after the 20th Central Committee's third plenary session, the CCP typically launches a nationwide campaign to promote and implement the spirit of the plenary session. However, this time, no such campaign followed. Wang speculated that Xi Jinping's economic plans to create new productivity and overtake in a curve may have faced resistance. China's economy is in poor shape, and local leaders are aware that implementing his ideas could lead to problems. As a result, Xi Jinping finds himself in a dilemma, unsure whether to backtrack and save the economy or continue pushing forward. Amid the surge in high-level CCP visits to Russia, Ukraine launched its largest drone attack on Moscow. Political commentator and blogger Wen Zhao noted, Ukraine specifically chose this moment to launch an airstrike on Moscow, sending a clear message to Li Chang: take a good look at how your big brother Putin has fallen. If even Moscow's skies can no longer be defended and can be bombed at will, should you really continue aligning yourself with him? You'd better reconsider. This tactic strongly resembles psychological warfare and undermines confidence in the China-Russia alliance. It's also a slap in the face to Putin, low in physical harm but high in insult. Don't forget to leave a comment in the section below to share your opinions on today's topic with us. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more interesting topics from China Truths.